Alright, welcome back to another Gundam Arsenal Base ranked match. This time is going to be from Linkstage Season 1, so hopefully you've been sitting pretty as I've been making the guide. Didn't really have time to upload these match footage recordings that I have, but we're gonna jump in anyway. We're gonna see what we can do. And as I record these, I just kind of hit the record button every time, and I don't really know how it's going to turn out, so we'll see which match this is. So right off the bat, we put Ricardo Fellini in Miguel's Jin. It is kind of the meta base attacker at the moment. Miguel's Jin has a really good ability. It summons a minion, and that minion does work. It does so much damage. Anyway, as you can see, this time around my team is going to be a mix of Gundam Seed and Gundam Witch from Mercury, as well as a little bit of Gundam Wing. This is kind of a off-the-cuff team that I put together. Just wanted to get some nice link bonuses and just kind of try out some different stuff, because no one really uses Witch from Mercury, and I wanted to try it. So as you can see, we have Shattuck in the Aerial Gundam, and we have Atherin in the Ferrat. Atherin is a really solid all-arounder, but he definitely specializes in melee units. So putting him in the Ferrat is kind of a waste, but I wanted to try it out anyway. Either way, you can see that Miguel made it to this base, but this person summoned his Freedom Gundam on defense with Kira. So I summoned my minion, the rocket launching Jin, and maybe you've noticed, but the Jin does a ton of damage per hit. It's getting a nerf. It's getting nerfed next week as of recording this, so bye-bye Miguel's Jin. I don't think we'll see you again after this week. Yeah, it's doing work. You can see it just it's taking out the Freedom pretty solidly. And you can see Kira did the Freedom Gundam's main ability where it shoots out that big spread of damage. That thing is ridiculous, but we handled it pretty well. So we have Atherin and Atherin doing a little bit of a duel on the other side of the field. Duo has made it to this person's base. Duo is doing his damage at the moment. We still haven't summoned Kira on my end for defense in the Wing Gundam, but this guy is trying to do what he can to take out my Ferrat Gundam. Ferrat earlier used its ability, which is the stun. If you watched Witch from Mercury, you've seen the Ferrat Gundam's like laser stun ability. It has it here too. The charge time is pretty long, but it works. It's a long range unit with a stun, which is the only one I believe that can do it, so it's pretty cool. Also on this guy's side, he has EO and the Mikulas, I believe is what it's called. They've taken down my right side base, but I'm not too worried about it because we're basically almost base trading at this point. Or we're going to, I would imagine. But we deployed Kira in the wing, does a ton of damage per hit, and this person immediately followed that up with the Sazabi. He's got Mulaflaga in the Sazabi. I don't know which version of the Sazabi this is. I assume it's the big damage one. But I'm not too worried about it. We're going to use the Wing Gundam's SP attack, and we're going to do as much damage to this thing as possible before it even gets close to my base. There's the SP attack, did 339 and took it down to less than half health. Only needs about 2 more hits from the Wing Gundam and it should go down, right? And the Sazabi is going to summon one of its minions, but before that, we're going to have Duo in the Heavy Arms Gundam use Fire All Bullets, and it took down this base pretty lickety-split. Fire All Bullets is a really cool ability, but after you use it, your mobile suit that activated it only gets to use its sub-weapon after that, and in the Heavy Arms case, the sub-weapon is the knife, so the knife isn't very good, but it's fine. We still have Kira defending against all of these blue attackers that this person is sending out. We've got the Providence Gundam now, and the Providence Gundam with Ruluka as the pilot, but Kira's going to activate an SP attack and this probably is just going to straight up kill it right away. Wing Gundam doing its unique transformation of motion that it always does. And here comes the big attack. 436, that was a really big hit that time. Pretty good. We're going to redeploy the Ferrat with Atherin. Like I said, Atherin Ferrat isn't really a good combination. It should probably be Atherin and the Aerial, since the Aerial is an all-rounder, but what can you do? What can you do? I guess I could have noticed that before and not used it, but you know. Anyway, that person's left side base has gone down, so now it's just his main base. We have the aerial Gundam, which seems to be locked into just using its melee sub-weapon, which isn't good because this is another reason why Atherin would have been a better pick for that mobile suit. We have Atherin using the SP attack against my Atherin in the Ferrat. He's got the aerial coming in hot, so Ariel seems to be making a choice here between the base and Atherin. Miguel's Jin is getting its summon ready, and we're going to take a pot shot at the base. This person has redeployed Kira to defend his base. There goes that base damage buff, so it's not going to do quite as much damage as it could. And I think we'll see the Jin summon start to prioritize Atherin and the Freedom Gundam instead. So I think what happens here is whenever the Freedom Gundam uses its big spread shot ability, it destroys the main weapon of the mobile suit. So that's why Ariel kind of got locked into using its beam saber instead of its rifle. Pretty annoying, but it's another reason why the Freedom Gundam is ridiculously broken. And here comes the Freedom Gundam's SP attack. He's going to use it against Miguel. He just seems to want to get him off the field as fast as possible. If I were him, I would have waited and just let them take it out naturally, but you know, whatever. Comes the SP attack. Boom. And it also took down the support Jin, so I guess that was a pretty solid idea after all. Atherin is still on the field, but he's got critical HP. Kira has about 50%. And right now, we're just basically waiting for the repair cost time to finish. All he can really do at this point is summon his blue base attackers, but he seems to be cost over at this point, so he can only summon one of his blue base attackers. I'm going to summon Duo in the Heavy Arms Gundam because my cost is getting really high. So if I can summon Duo, it'll distract Atherin a little bit, and if I'm lucky, I can use Fire All Bullets and catch Atherin as well. Anyway, we're going to use the Wing Gundam's SP attack one more time. We're going to try to get rid of Ru Luca here, get her off the field as fast as possible. Wing Gundam is doing work with Kira, that is for sure. Seems to be working out pretty well. Seems like a good, solid choice for Kira in this setup. Okay, the repair costs are almost done. We're not really quite ready yet, but almost. The Ferrat is going to come out next after the aerial. And here comes the Ferrat. We're going to put him on the left side, that way he targets the Freedom Gundam first instead of Atherin in the Justice Gundam. Should be able to knock this thing out pretty quick. We're going to activate the Ferrat stun ability, but we didn't really need to because somebody got a critical hit on the Freedom, so we didn't need to do that. And the Freedom Gundam was activating its ability, but we took it down before the big spread shot destroyed our main weapons, so we don't need to worry about that. The defense bonus from having a defender near your base is gone down, so it's the perfect time to activate Fire All Bullets from the Heavy Arms. But this person's going to try to circumvent that. He's going to use an SP attack with the Justice Gundam against the Heavy Arms. He's going to try to destroy it before this big attack goes off. All the pods are open. Heavy Arms is striking exposed. Let's see if it goes off. Doesn't quite destroy it, and there goes the big attack. Did a ton of damage, did some damage to Atherin as well somehow. I don't know. Maybe it lined up some way. I don't know. And it seems like Atherin only has one more hit left, and then he's going to go down. Yep. The aerial took a pot shot at him, and now this guy's base is wide open. His defender is under repair, his unit attacker is under repair, and all he has now are his blue base attackers. But we have Freedom Gundam sitting in front of our main base, ready and willing to fire off SP attacks until this dude dies. But we don't really need to do that because we have Miguel's Jin with Ricardo Fellini as the pilot. They were in range, and we've just taken our big SP attack pot shot at the main base and did a ton of damage. We're going to summon the support Jin, but we don't really need to, so because this guy's going to go down in like 1 or 2 hits anyway. And here comes the last hit. Yep, the aerial Gundam with Shattuck as its pilot is going to get the last hit. That is all she wrote for this guy. pretty interesting team he had. He had a base rush team, but I don't think he was ready for me to kind of just sit there and just let that first base go down and then just defend the next one. So either way, that was the end of this match. This was a fun one. I like this team. I like the Witch from Mercury units. I'm going to try to use them a bit more, but we'll have to see how it works out in the follow-up match footages. Anyway, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe. Look forward to more Gundam Arsenal Base footage and match videos from ranked matches and maybe other events. Hopefully I can put together some in real life video streams or videos of Japanese arcades and whatnot and what's popular in the arcades at the moment. Also look forward to another part to the Gundam Arsenal Base guide. Thank you for watching. Like I said, like, sub, follow, all that other stuff, hit the TikToks, send me a nice comment. Good night, good game, stay safe out there, and have a good day.